What's good, family? Welcome back to another one. Today I'm finally changing out the downpipe on my new 340 to the catless downpipe from Spool. Yes, sir. Now, I have never changed a downpipe before. The black GT before this already had a downpipe, but this will be a learning experience. Shouldn't be that difficult. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, so let's get into it. So let's get this engine cover out the way. So we'll remove the air box. We'll undo the two O2 sensors. We'll unplug them, loosen the V-band clamp, loosen the bracket, and then we'll jack the car up, get under the car, release a couple 13 mils under there for the exhaust hanger, and swap them out. Put that to the side. Let me go ahead and undo this clamp. Got the air box out. Some debris and rocks and stuff in there, so I'll probably open this up and just clean it out a bit. But now we can see the two oxygen sensors we need to remove. So first I'll go ahead and unplug them. We have to release them from a little bracket that they're attached to. So they say a trim tool under there is probably gonna be your best friend, so let's try that. So, not that bad. I use this straight pick tool right here, and if you look underneath, it has this little piece of plastic that you can push out of the way to the left a little bit, and then it'll slide out from the two brackets right there. So now we'll go ahead and disconnect them, and I'll see about removing them. And they also have these little clips that they're clipped into, so you want to undo those. I'm gonna probably put a piece of tape on the big one, just so we know that that one is towards the front of the car. We don't want to mix them up. The plugs are actually different. One is a 5-pin and one is a 4-pin, I believe. So you can't mix the connections up, but you definitely want to put the O2 sensors back where they're supposed to be, inside the downpipe. So I'll disconnect these. I got this O2 sensor removal tool. See if we can slide that over and get in there and undo it. All right, so we got them unplugged and loosened it from that little clip right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slide this over. And get that down right there. And now I might need to turn it a little bit. Let's put it right there. And now I can go ahead and bust my knuckles up. See if I can get that bad boy cracked loose. So that actually wasn't that bad. Got it cracked loose, as you can see. And now I'll unscrew it. I won't bore you with that part. Then we'll go ahead and get this out. And then we'll try to do the other one. We'll see how much room we got. So not that bad. Got them both out, as you can see. And now, if you can see those two bolts right there, I'm gonna go ahead and get those out. Those are 13 mils. Definitely rusty. The new downpipe actually doesn't have this bracket, so we won't have to worry about putting them back on. But yeah, this is gonna be probably the most annoying part, but we'll see. Wow, that was actually not that bad. Even though these are super rusted out. Like I said, the new downpipe doesn't have that bracket on it, so yeah, I won't have to get these put back on, but it actually wasn't that bad. Now for the scary part is reaching under here and getting this V-band loose from over here. So that's another 13 mil. Probably use an extension, short extension, and let's try to get that removed. All right, well, after a little bit of fighting, or a lot of fighting, I was able to get this V-band clamp pretty loose. It's a pretty good gap in between there. I don't think it's holding the downpipe anymore. For some reason, I can't get it like all the way off to like kind of slide it off. It's almost like it's, I don't know, tack welded or something somewhere, but I think it's loose enough to pull the downpipe out from the bottom. So I'll go ahead and jack the car up and we'll get underneath, undo the exhaust hangers, see if we can scoot this bad boy out from the bottom. All right, now we are directly under the downpipe. As you can see, we're gonna be removing this 13 mil for the exhaust bracket and this one, super rusty. Let's go ahead and get that done. All right, now this guy was super freaking rusty. I didn't get it out all the way. I don't think I need to because it is loose. As you can see, that clamp is loose now. But I did get this one out and it looks like she's gonna come out pretty easy. I might need to lower the rear of the exhaust. We'll see. All right, so I actually came back up top and with the help of the rubber mallet, old trusty, I was able to get the V-band clamp loose and the downpipe is loose. Also, if you can look right above those two 13 mils that I removed, that little clip right there is also holding that bracket on. So you definitely want to push that up and release the downpipe. So she's loose now and we'll get back under the car. Also, as you can see, I was able to separate the two. I think the downpipe will just come out now. Okay, now as you can see, I had to halfway take off the front under tray and most of the stiffening plate. The frontmost bolts are still in the stiffening plate, but I was able to get the rearmost ones out and I was able to pry this down just a bit. And as you can see, we got the stock downpipe out. So we got her out. Old downpipe with the 400 cell, I believe, and new catless. So I think this is going to be easier in than it was out because the bracket is not on this one. So I'll get the V-band transferred over and we can get this bad boy in. Almost forgot, brand new gasket going on a new downpipe. And that'll go right in here. Okay, a couple hours later, we got the downpipe in. Definitely didn't go as planned, but that's working on cars. I did have to go to O'Reilly's and rent this tailpipe expander just to expand the mid pipe a tad to fit the downpipe. Got the oxygen sensors back in, V-band is tight, intake is cleaned out, had a whole bunch of dirt and rocks in that joint. So now that we got the downpipe in, I can flash stage 2, but not before I put in the charge pipe. Last time I did a FTP charge pipe. This time I have a spool to match the downpipe. I already did a video on how to do that, so I'll put the link in the description if you want to check it out. So I'll fast forward to that and I'll see you in a sec. And sometime later, we got the charge pipe in, looking real nice in a wrinkled black. Now all I gotta do is plug her up to the laptop, flash stage 2, flash XHP, and we back. All right, so first I'm gonna go ahead and flash XHP. Got it loaded up on my MacBook with the OBD to Ethernet and Ethernet to USB-C. I'm gonna go ahead and flash stage 2. I don't wanna go balls to the wall just yet. Off the rip, I'm gonna play with some custom settings. I might go over that in a future video. But yeah, got my custom settings straight. Let's go ahead and flash now. Let's do the latest 2023 version. Apply the custom settings. Start the flash. Of course. Flash success. Officially stage 2 on XHP. Let's go. Now let's open this boot mode. All right, so event is detected. Let's go ahead and log in. I'll go ahead and plug my activation key in real quick. And we are activated. Haven't upgraded the fuel pump yet. Haven't put the catback exhaust on, just a high flow downpipe. So we're gonna do stage 2 93 octane for now. All right, so I also configured some custom settings in here. GTS startup roars on, cold starters off, did some burble stuff. I'll go through that with you guys later. Go ahead and save changes. And we'll flash it. And we are now officially stage 2. Let's go. Let me roll the window down for this first start up here. Nice. Definitely got to take it for a spin now. There is a check engine light. Not sure what that's about, but we'll see if it goes away. And that right there is how you swap out your downpipe and go stage 2 on your Gen 1 BMW B58, 240, 340, 440, 540. Call it what you want. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you tuning in. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.